this role of if the team is forward and I'm at the back, and we're just trying to be a general nuisance, we don't really want to pull the flag until the teams come back. And you can see that they're just sort of ignoring us, and this is the sort of stuff that you see. Playing on controller, this account is unranked, it's Vanadam on YouTube. I'm going to use it for playing with other people as well, but for the most part, we'll be using it to do this series. So straight off the bat there, we've gone for the overshield. I've recorded this in theatre, which is why you can see the outline of enemies. And I'm sort of trying to use this as a way to explain how we are using positioning things to outplay at lower levels. Now, obviously, you know, my controller aim's not the best, but I'm still confident that it's good. And in this match, I drop a significant amount of kills. And in some respects, I am ego challenging a bit, just to show how, even though my mechanics on controller aren't great, I can challenge enemies. So you can see here that I'm trying to push the flag. I know that there's two guys there, so I'm using the wall as cover. And I'm trying to stop them from having a way to flank around us with my teammate going in there. And then we do the 2v1. So we had the high ground, we had the 2v1. You really need to play with your allies when you're doing this, especially at gold. It's things that a lot of people don't do. And just finding yourself out of position. That player there, he was way out of position. And clearly, you know, they're not thinking we have the rocket launcher either. So the guy ran long haul, we ran to meet him, cut him off. And we took the rockets. Knowing that they're going to spawn behind us here, my teammate's actually doing a decent job using the wall as cover. When you're trying to fight people, you want to try and stand in the flag so it doesn't get returned. You can see there that I was using the corner as cover, and I was trying to get the flag to stay there. But unfortunately, they had the numbers game, they had the sniper rifle, they got us. You know, it doesn't matter what rank you are, if there's enough players on the other team, they will kill you. And so the fight begins again. So here I'm sort of looking at the flank straight away. The game sense was coming through, a little windmill from me, missed a little bit. But it was the idea that, hold on, if they're long haul, who's mid? And so it was that idea of, we should look left, and we should see if anyone's pushing green, because that's a very common tactic. And even if the gold player doesn't mean to do it, he clearly did it anyway, and just by chance, he was there. Here we're using the wall as cover. Again, I sort of ego challenge a little bit, but you can see that in a lot of these cases, I'm not the best shot, but I can brute force the enemies. And so one of the things I say to a lot of gold players is they should really just try to practice aiming, because my aim isn't even that great, but I'm still brute forcing. Another big thing, look how I'm waiting for the rocket launcher. Look how, and none of the enemy team are anywhere near it. This is a free rocket launcher for us. Take the rocket launcher, I back up because my teammates have died. I don't want to be super aggressive and lose it. And then I'm looking for either the enemy to push us or for an ally to start a fight. This ally started a fight. Someone must be long haul somewhere, or green. This guy unfortunately comes around the corner. He's gone. He made the big issue there. He pushed on his own. He pushed solo. Never do that. And he also pushed when we didn't have a pick either. Nobody pushed with him. And now there's two people dead on the other team. I take this as a chance to have that we have an advantage. I push up. I take the top side. This guy gets killed again. And now we know they're spawning bottom side because we are all top side. The game will spawn them as far away from us as it can. So I'm trying to hold the flag area here, trying to be really annoying. The players on the other team are not helping each other at all. I should have died for this. But again, I'm showing you how you can brute force at this rank, because there's a lot of tactical unawareness that goes on. And obviously they're going to be at the flag, so I go to intercept the flag carrier, and he walks straight into my sniper rifle. Other players here too. He also strafes very predictably and gets no-scoped, but unfortunately, the third guy gets me a 2-for-1. There's a nade over the top, bouncing on the back. Checking the corners as I go around. Probably a bit of an ego challenge yet again. If anything, this is showing you it doesn't matter what rank you are. If you ego challenge, you will die. But we overwhelm them with numbers. I instigate the challenge. My team follows up because I saw them coming up near me. And I don't mind dying if it means we get the flag cap, which is fine. This guy's making the typical mistake of pulling the flag when we aren't dead. And so basically, he's running away. He can't shoot me back. He should have dropped the flag and tried to fight me immediately. There was no way he was ever getting away with that. Notice our rockets is coming up again, so I'm moving into a defensive position to take rockets. Notice how we've had rockets every single time. So we have rockets and repulsor, so I know they can't repulse me. Again, we're looking for that pick or that push. Rockets is a very strong weapon on this map. Trying to use the walls as cover as we go. I know there's a guy here. I've seen him. Unfortunately for me, he was to my right. But we outgun him still anyway. Should have died for that. If that was diamond, I would be dead. You can see here that they're all just running straight at the flag. Obviously, the flag's the highest priority, but I was hanging back so they were distracted with my allies, and I let them run past me, and then I shoot them in the back so they can't shoot me. And the unwritten rule is, if you've got a triple, you have to go for the over. I went for the over, and he killed me, unfortunately. Again, we are playing on controller here, so the aim will seem a bit off sometimes. Using the cover there effectively, got a nade in, just cleaning up, seeing where fights are, trying to support my allies, trying to make sure all time that I have is time that's used efficiently. I want to check behind me before I look up at the top of the map, and now I know that there's 2 of them, and it potentially means that another one is going to spawn in the bottom as well. You can see that guy that's stood in cuts. It's probably a fight that we don't want, so we go for a bit of cover. Just skirting around the edge here. Take their sniper rifle. Worst comes to worst, we can throw it off the map. So at this point, I know there's 2 players running at me. So what I probably should have done here is, and again, this is probably the ego within me, I should have probably just gone and thrown the sniper off the end. It's quite bad that I missed this shot. I shouldn't have missed that. I think I die for it. Yeah, and then they double team it. I think I do try to throw it off the end. Yeah, there we go. So again, resource denial. We've done the shorts on it before. You want to throw the sniper off the end of the map. I've lost it, but you can't have it either. And then we spawn up. So my team's pushed up. I've just seen they're on the bottom. So I'm trying to play this role of, if the team is forward and I'm at the back, I'm trying to clear their flank so they don't get shot from behind. If the team is behind, I'm trying to be the person who starts the fights, but also uses cover and a little bit of ego to get the fight started. So again, this is a big ego challenge. There's no way I had any business surviving that whatsoever. But again, brute forcing the players by having better mechanics than them, even though my mechanics aren't good. And then I'm just setting up the crossfire by holding their sniper tower. So we're just trying to get the right amount of pressure here so that our flag carrier can get away. There's another flag captured. Now sitting at 3-0. And we're just trying to be a general nuisance. We don't really want to pull the flag until the teams come back so we can all support one another. And you can see that they're just sort of ignoring us. And this is the sort of stuff that you see in like gold plat. You must break setups before you can push out. Because there is no way that they can get to our side of the map without running past me. And if that's the case, I get free damage. So here, there's another one. You know, now we've got a crossfire set up as well. They're all dead again. I'm looking for spawners because we're stood at the top and flag and snipe. So that means that they're probably going to spawn in sword. There's one of them. Just repulse him off the end. See you later. Unfortunate for you. Other guy spawns in sword. Now the rest of them have gone. And it's just another textbook pull. We looked for the spawns. We pulled the flag. We went the other way. We shot them in the back. And it's as easy as that. And it's that prioritization of slay first. We say it on the stream so often. Slay first, kill them, then take the flag. Don't try and take the flag while they're alive. You can do it at higher ranks, but it takes a lot of coordination and baiting to do it. At low ranks, if you're just pulling the flag, it's a dice roll for sure. You need to kill the enemy team first. This guy comes for the challenge. Decent grenade. Using the repulsor to get some space. But he manages to outgun me as his teammate hit one burst during that fight. So not great angle isolation from me there. But still, we managed to get away with a flag. It's now 4-0, unfortunately for them. We're just completely outmaneuvering them, and I'm brute forcing them with very mediocre mechanics. Again, the rockets is coming up. Grab the sniper rifle. Just missed the no-scope there. That's unfortunate. Should have aimed a little lower. Putting pressure on the other team. I know my teammates here, so they're both one-shot. So I made a mistake here. I should have ran into them because they were both weak. But we used the grenade to remote det just on the corner. And yet again, complete lack of power weapon presence. We've got the rocket launcher again. So if you're struggling in gold lobbies, you want to really try to get the rocket launcher. Completely outplay that guy by shooting the rocket behind his drop shield as he's in a corridor. Trying to get some height so I can shoot the rocket on the ground. That guy's dead. Also a guy on the tower. Teammate really wants to get shot in the face. And again, they're all dead, so we're looking for spawners to pull that flag. Notice how they spawned up in flag there because of where we were stood? We had a teammate bottom, we had a teammate needles. Yeah, so the only place they can spawn that's safe is mid. Terrible shot from me. At this point, all my teammates are in there fighting. I think the last guy dies as well. You can see we're all in formation again. They're running it as 1 by 1. They don't really have time to not do that, but in an ideal world, they would have arrived at the same time. And that's basically it. So, if you were to quick summary this match... and I think if you have the scoreboard for this, I'll edit it onto the screen afterwards. I think I got something like 38 and 8, just through sheer presence. So, if you're looking to rank up in gold or platinum, this is going to be a really good series for you. It's going to help you out in learning how to play at different ranks. It's going to show you the common mistakes that people have at these ranks. And it's going to sort of show you when I make mistakes as well, because it doesn't matter what skill level you are. You know, if they have more guns than you, you die, yeah? Example earlier, 2 guys shooting me. I took the duel. He beat me because he missed a burst, but his teammate shot me, so I died first. It's as simple as that. So this has been the first episode in the controller series. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment. If you'd rather me not do stuff like this, let me know as well. But in the meantime, hope you enjoyed it. This has been Vanadam. See you later, guys.